Good to finally meet you in person, so to speak.
Yeah,
Uh, as I said on the text message, a friend of mine told me about this service, and I wanted to try it out. We have this tree on our property. This tree, it's right on the border here, and just want to get your general impressions of it, and then I had some specific questions.
sure. Could you pan back and just show me the canopy of the tree? Just point that you
Oh,
can just pan up the trunk and kind of walk around the tree. Okay, could you go walk up to the tree and give me a close up of the bark and see if you see any small holes, like about a quarter-inch diameter? I believe that's a white ash tree.
oh,
It looks like a pretty solid trunk, and the canopy looks like it's leafing out throughout the canopy. Generally, we just rate trees on a 0 to 100 scale, like grades, um, and with 100 being the perfect tree.
yeah.
Um, I would, from what I've seen, that tree looks like it's probably in the 85 to 95 range. Give it a B plus. It looks like it's probably a couple feet in diameter. Those are
Right.
fast growing trees. That's I would put it in the range of maybe 30 to 40 years old. Probably puts on about an inch diameter per year. We do what's called health and maintenance pruning. That's what we call it. Just like most living things will do better with some periodic grooming and hygiene. So
Right.
that's really what we do. The hygiene part is more about getting the dead wood out of the tree periodically, because that attracts bugs and things that will cause more long-term problems for the tree. And as far as the pruning goes, we would focus on limbs that are crossing over and rubbing together. What we do as part of that health and maintenance pruning is reducing that outer canopy.
And what
So
would be the recommendation typically for a tree like this as far as frequency?
if for most larger trees like that, if they're otherwise healthy, about every.
Can you do that now or this in the it's spring now? I mean, is there a certain time of year that you recommend to do those or?
Sure, for the general health and maintenance pruning that I mentioned before, you
Oh,
can do that on most trees any time of year. But right now, because it's spring and
uh,
this ash tree is just starting to leaf out, it would not be a good time to prune the ash tree. The best time to prune it would be from about November to February while it's dormant, and the reason is the sap is starting to run now.
nice. Okay. And then if we chose to do that, can you tell me an estimate on what that would cost?
For most large trees like that, you're going to be now it's really a case by case basis,
Yeah.
because some trees may not need as much. They may not
Uh-huh.
have as much dead wood. We could give you an exact amount, exact price for it if we came out and looked at it. Oh, within 30 miles of DC, consultations are free.
When we had that initial inspection, you were asking me about if I saw any holes in the trunk. What was that in reference to?
Yeah, that's something to look out for. The emerald ash borer makes about a little quarter-inch diameter hole. If you see those, that's real trouble for that tree. It's 100% fatal. If they get infested with it, then it's just
Okay, you said this was called the emerald ash borer. What is it, like a worm or something?
a little beetle. It's about
Uh,
a half inch or so long, and it's a bright
mm,
green. That's how it
mm.
gets the name emerald ash borer. It's
Oh,
actually a
gotcha.
beautiful bug, but not so beautiful for ash trees. Keep the tree as healthy as you can.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can do because they are less attracted to strong, healthy trees. They're more attracted to trees that are already under stress, already have a diminished.
One other question I wanted to ask you. What if we wanted to just take the tree out, like completely, have you guys come out and take it out, carefully? Can you do that? And what would that cost us?
Yeah, I can give you a ballpark. If you could just kind of do a 360, Steve, and
Oh,
pan around and let me see what's close by. The cost for removal of that in the range of thing over basically 14-inch diameter, you would have to get a permit to remove that. And
uh-huh.
for a tree that's healthy, they will charge you for that permit, and they charge by the inch circumference for that
You're
size
kidding
tree.
me.
Not at all.
I have to pay the city $4,000 just so I can hire someone else to take the tree out of my own property?
Exactly.
How's that work?
They want to save the green space.
So $4,000 just to get the permit.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's any way around that.
it's a lot of money for a tree that big. You don't want to try. Now you may have somebody come out and
Yeah.
say that they'll take it down, today without a permit.
Uh,
But it's dangerous to try that because the fines can be in the tens of thousands of dollars, and it is going to attract a lot of attention. It's a bit.
well, if there's nothing else, I think you've answered all my questions, and really appreciate you taking the
Good.
time. I'll definitely mention this to other people. It's so handy just to get some quick answers, and talk to a
Yeah,
professional. So
it is handy. I'm glad it was helpful.
great. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks a
All
lot,
right.
Steve. Take care.
Take care, Pat. Bye.